Welcome back to Explain the Charts, where we dissect the markets and provide in-depth analyses to empower your investment decisions. Today is November 29th, 2024, and we're focusing on Google's Class A shares. Recent news suggests a potential Department of Justice investigation into Google's market dominance, and a Seeking Alpha article discusses this matter, but without providing specific market price impacts. However, the news hasn't negatively impacted the price of Google so far in November. Let's start by looking at the daily chart for Google. Notice the recent price action, which has shown both upward and downward pressure. We see a clear upward trend that started at the end of September, after a period of consolidation. The overall picture looks bullish, but the daily chart may be better suited for long-term investors rather than short-term traders. Zooming in on the 1-hour chart, we can examine the intraday price movements more precisely. The hourly chart shows many smaller fluctuations and consolidations, as one would expect given the shorter time frame. For day trading, the 1-hour chart is more ideal as there are more frequent opportunities. This chart could be useful for investors looking to buy the dips or sell into the peaks. We can identify more resistance and support lines in the 1-hour chart in order to fine-tune our strategies. To gain even finer insights, let's view the 15-minute chart. The high-frequency nature of the 15-minute chart provides abundant data points. Here, we observe extremely short-term patterns, which might be more relevant to scalpers or high-frequency traders. Returning to the daily chart, we can observe a potential support level around 160 to 162, while resistance seems to be forming at about 175 to 177 for the time being. However, these levels are subject to change, depending on the news surrounding Google and broader market conditions. A rise above 177 would reinforce a bullish outlook, potentially sending Google towards 180 or higher. Conversely, a drop below 160 could signal a shift to bearishness. The short-term outlook seems mixed. It could move either way in November, depending on short-term market movements. In the long term, the continued growth of Google's business and technological innovation could drive GOOGL's price upwards. However, the potential DOJ action creates considerable uncertainty and should be a prominent factor in the decision-making process. Remember, always conduct your own research and consider your risk tolerance before making any investment decisions. This analysis is for educational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice.